Hello, wonderful light beings. Coming in today to say happy summer solstice. I'm going to be doing a reading on the summer solstice. I've already opened up the sacred circle and called in beings of light, and there's quite a bit of energy and activity around it. It's making me a little bit flustered. But I've asked what it is we need to know moving forward. What is it we need to know about this present moment? And what is it that we need to know about the past? So there's a lot of star energy right now. And I know my friend Katie showed us the shamanic resonance for Earth right now is just off the charts. So if that's something that interests you, please go and Google that and check that out. The energy spikes actually look like strands of DNA weaving together. So there is a lot of energy right now, and it's starting to feel, it feels very flustered and discombobulated is the best word that I can think for it. So I want to start this. So we are going to be using the Mirror Tarot, Mirror Truth Lenormand cards. So these are different from traditional oracle and tarot in that they speak more to the pattern of the universe. So this is our past, the first column. We've got the fox, the ring, and the moon. So the fox is very traditionally deception, things being hidden from us, the meaning of truth feeling wrong, the meaning of truth being really debatable, this idea of having to hide who and what we are. It's a very heavy card. It's got a lot to unwrap and to untangle. So that's the top corner of our past. In the center of our past, we have the ring. And what I'm hearing is not, it's false connections. False is the wrong word. It is toxic connections. Connections that are based on less than true intentions. They're based on fear and insecurity and codependency. So this hiding of ourselves and not being able to discern the truth, ending or creating these really powerful connections with people that are not good for us and things that are not good for us and jobs that are not good for us. So we've made connections to things based on a false sense of self, both of ourselves and of the beings that we're connecting to and the things that we're connecting to, jobs that aren't what they appear, people that aren't what they appear. And we've created such a deep connection with it because we too are hiding who and what we are, not letting it come into the light. And then down here, we've got the moon and this ticking clock on the inside. And what I'm hearing is this whole, it's almost like a maternal clock. You know, they talk about that ticking that every woman has to have babies. I have no babies, so they missed me on that one. But this clock, this idea that time is running out, that we're missing something. This whole row feels very heavy and anxiety. Like we're going to miss the boat. We've got to get married at a certain time. We have to have jobs at a certain time. It's got to make a certain amount of money. This pressure to conform. And it's interesting because that's the very opposite of what the moon means, but that's what it feels like in this context. So let's see, let's add in the present and see how all of these cards connect. So we have the home, which is a heart-based card, the stars, and that feels very much like the energy that's coming down now, this cosmic messages. And we've got the scythe. So the home card, this is something that we've created in our hearts. This is not something that it doesn't feel physical. It's our ideal is in our home. Our ideal is in our heart. It's this secret that we've kept from people. While we haven't been able to show our true selves to the world, we have created an ideal within ourselves, our safe space, whether physical or metaphysical, a place where we go and we connect, like when we tune in for meditation. Above it is the stars. And I'm actually seeing it like fireworks, like cosmic explosions. The breaking of all of this. So I'm going to need to put out the future first before I go into the present, because the present, these images aren't feeling stable. It feels like this cosmic energy in the center is breaking of bonds. So what we have in the future is all earth energy. So we've got all these green cards here. So this cosmic center that we've got, it's like setting fire to that which doesn't serve us anymore. The amount of energy that's here to support the breaking of these bonds is really important. So if you look at this, like it's connected to every card, it touches every card. So blasting away dishonesty and distruth, deceit, the burning of the veil, the breaking of the masks that we wear, the masks that other people wear. People are having, with this energy, we have less interest in hiding, but we also have the ability to see through what is hidden more easily. These connections that we've built to our jobs, to our families, to our loved ones, and I say that in quotes because these relationships are not the healthy ones. It's almost like, it feels like almost a mockery of a relationship. These two are down here cheersing, and it's this perfect whitewashed style relationship that leads to love. It feels kind of like Lady and the Tramp. It's what we thought we were supposed to go out and find when we grew up. That's how we would know we were grown. That is being blasted away. And I actually see a ring like dissolving, breaking into bits. So not just ending, but the bond itself is dissolving. Down here with this time, this sense of hurry, hurry, hurry. We've got to get there. We've got things we've got to do. We've got to conform. That's breaking away. The scythe here. So what we have in the present is not solid. We've done so much to hide who we are that now it's time to come out of our protective bubble. It's time to not just step out, it's time to blast that bitch away and reap what we have sown. Come out and work. Break down that bubble and get ready to work. It's time to get out into the field and to harvest what we have been sowing for lifetimes. So all of this, all this 3D energy, I mean, there's nothing unusual about it. This is very, I mean, I imagine everybody can identify with this past energy that we're feeling. The present being almost like a haze is very interesting. This feels very solid. The stars feel very solid, but the home that we've created, the safe space we've created, and the scythe, it's transition. It's not. It's like we're going from here to here. We're going from the past to the future, and the present isn't really solid. It isn't a place where we're meant to sit for very long. But this energy is one that we're meant to take and to call on. So We also have the number 7 up here in the left-hand corner, the 7 being the number of ascension, the steps of evolving. So using that energy of the 7, this cosmic energy, essentially leapfrogging that idea of the quantum leap, leaping into the future. And then we move into this future energy, and it's all very grounded. It's all earth-based energy. So where this still feels this doesn't feel solid. It doesn't feel like a place that we can sit and rest and hang out and catch our breath. Because we're coming off of a lot of really deep thought patterns and patterns of feelings and beliefs. So to break down all of those beliefs, to come out of our safe space, to get down to work doing the hard work that is required now, it's going to create a whole new rooted adventure. So where a lot of adventures can feel very uncertain, like where is this going to go? How is this going to turn out? Is it going to be worth it? This is saying this is a very, very grounded move. We're going to be doing the work. We're going to be going out there. We are farming. We are going out and we are harvesting everything that we've put down. And by doing so, we're going to be building these new structures. So the tower in this case does not mean what it does in the tarot. Building a foundation, a structure from which everything else is going to weigh and stand and balance. So this is the bottom of our card deck. This structure is also balancing out the fox. So this need to be false, or the fear to be true, I like that expression better, is going to have no place in this foundation. This foundation is going to help us feel safer in our own skin, but it's also going to make other people's deceptions just less important. They have no place in this new world that you're building. And above the tower does have the gentleman. Now, is the gentleman could definitely be a person, a partner, a loved one, someone who's going to come in and help, not with the foundation, because you've built the foundation yourself, but help with the motivation is what I'm hearing. Help with the motivation if it's a business venture. It could be a woman with masculine energy as well. It's the masculine energy. It's that, it could be you, if you feel that balance of the masculine and feminine, that drive to go out and achieve, the drive to be out versus in. We're not receiving anymore, we're giving. That's like an interesting card. I'm gonna have to come back to that one. So the clover in the top corner. It feels like it's regarding healing. So when I asked what the clover card was, I immediately heard on medicine. So plant medicine. Something we're creating from something that we've created in our sacred space while we're sitting in that quiet space of dreams, of meditation, of contemplation. This new medicine has come to us, and it's now time to reap and to harvest what has been given, those messages, that wisdom, and to bring it out into the light as a heart medicine. Some taking your healing to the next level, taking your healing, incorporating this medicine into your healing that you have been receiving, this guidance you've been receiving when you're in your quiet moments by yourself in your sacred heart space. So this medicine is tapping into that masculine energy as well. So what is this masculine? What is the gentleman? Spirit, what is this gentleman card? And I'm hearing it is self. It's a balance of self. So where we feel fear, feel courage, where we feel insecure, feel proud, it's like a seesaw. It's the other side of a seesaw. So if we have been sitting on a seesaw by ourselves and the seesaw sits up like this, Spirit is saying to balance it out with our own energy. So if those patterns start coming up and you start going into your patterns, or I don't think I can do this. Balance that by doing it. Don't allow those energies and those thought patterns send you back into isolation and seclusion. This is time to balance your own energy with its opposite. And some people are already very, very balanced and more able to understand what this means, where this is going to feel like a bigger shift. So if your teeter-tot is pretty much like this seesaw, I don't know if it's called a teeter-tot. I think I might be thinking of tater tots. But if you are normally pretty level and you can feel when you start to swing off, just be ready to correct yourself. This is going to be built on that foundation of the tower. So as we have this foundation, there still will be rocking. The foundation is solid, but we're still human. So you're still going to rock. So balance that out with the other side of your natural energy. In this case, the masculine energy is coming forward. So think about if you get into that feeling of, I can't do this, this isn't going to work. What would you say to yourself? Or like, think of it as like a motivator at a gym or a fitness trainer. I'm exhausted. I cannot do a single squat. Do 5 is what your trainer is going to tell you. Think of it as that type of motivator. You are going to have to, you can be that for yourself. You can balance out that energy for yourself. And it's going to start to feel, it's going to feel like you do after a workout. It's going to feel that sense of endorphins bringing forth this new medicine based off of this foundation that we've created because of all the hard work that we've done. Blasting away our fears and our old traumas and patterns in order to balance out our energy and bring forth this new form of medicine. Flower essences are coming forward very strongly with that one. Just tapping into your relationship with Earth and with Gaia and seeing where your inspiration leads you, your guidance, your intuition, all of it is leading you towards something. It's not just single hits of a butterfly coming to say hello from a loved one. All these things are adding up and they're all part of your pattern. They're part of your gift and your medicine that you're bringing forward. So while we are in this place of kind of floating, really reflect on all of those messages that you have been receiving, all of the dreams that you've had, all the guidance, all of the little hits to your intuition. Write those down. There's a serious pattern here that is reflecting on what your medicine is, what one of your superpowers are, a new form of healing to add to your toolbox. And with this energy of the cosmos behind you, and you can do anything. The summer solstice is a great time to tap into this. It has, what I'm hearing is the power of the sun, the balance of the earth, the sun, the moon. And I'm feeling Jupiter as well. There's cosmic creation it's time for cosmic creation and destruction, cosmic creation and destruction, but destroying that which no longer serves. Stepping up on that ladder of ascension. So if we've been stuck in the emotional realm where we constantly go back into these patterns of feeling the trauma, feeling the pain, feeling the emotions. If we keep getting sucked into that well, every time we try to step up, we go back. This is it's a very addictive step of the ascension ladder, because it's something we understand, it's something that we recognize, and we actually feel safe there in our sadness. It's the cosmic destruction of that pattern. So it's not just reframing and teaching yourself to not keep going back to that step and not to stay on that step. It's saying, blow that step off, blow it up. It doesn't need to exist anymore. That thought pattern where your brain thinks of a traumatic event and you are immediately back in that emotional whirlwind, that connection doesn't need to happen anymore. That connection can be destroyed by balancing out that which you fear, by going into your heart and understanding how much work that you've done. But really, this card stands out among all the others. It's, you are power. You have the power right now in this very moment to break the binds that no longer serve you. Step forward and embrace your destiny. Do not allow fear or doubt to stop your steps or hinder your movement in any way. To stop now is to fail. And this is not a failing of yourself. This is not even a failing of a soul mission. I don't like that word, but that's the word that came forward. To stop now is to fail. Spirit, what does that mean? To fail as in let down yourself. Let yourself down. To underestimate how powerful you are. To hide from yourself. That's what they mean by fail. To not move forward is to hide from yourself. So, Spirit, are there any other messages for this summer solstice? Be yourself, be true, be who and what you are. Allow none hinder your journey, for they too are players on this earth and have no more power over you than you have over you. Walk softly, dear ones. And so it is. Happy summer solstice.